Welcome to Under the Bleachers, where real fans talk about sports, stories, and everything in between. This is your host Orlando Perez, and with me I have Gabe. I call him
Rodriguez.
Gabe, but Josue Rodriguez. How you doing?
Good, good. And you, man?
I'm good. You want to start with telling us about yourself, where you come from, and what you
Yeah.
do?
So my name is Josue Rodriguez. I don't come from far when it comes to the Leavenworth County area from St. Mary's. From Wyandotte County for about 30-minute drive um, from here. Um, you know, played soccer all my life. Unfortunately, didn't get to play any college soccer. Just wasn't good enough. And just decided not to pursue it anymore just because, someone told me no, and I was like, all right, whatever. Went to school to be a mechanic, worked in that field for a couple of years, decided it wasn't my calling, and then now I'm here at the University of St. Mary's with trying to get my bachelor's in sport management, and trying to use that towards the sports world or in general in the business world to continue that on. And right now, I'm using my intern or this opportunity doing an internship with Southside FC as their head coach and their general manager for this season.
Cool. So you said you played soccer before, so like I'm assuming you love the game because you still, coach it today. And you said like that a coach said no. So was that the main reason, or was it like other reasons into it?
Well, realistically, where I come from, everybody thinks they're good. There's a few players who, it's almost the same kind of player out there in Wyandotte, where it's like you have like 15 players of the same quality, where it's like they all dribble, they can all do tricks, they can all do little fancy things. And I was just a guy who could just do the fancier things, but I could never actually translate it to the field when it came to actually scoring any goals, giving any proper assists, or anything that could lead to goals. I was just a guy who just looked cool when I had the ball. Other than that, um, like I said, growing up, I was like, okay, I know where I stand when it comes to the college world, when it comes to soccer, and I knew I was way too late to even catch up. So I decided just to let it go for a couple of years, and then I came back just at least to do for coaching.
So when you said that you quit for like soccer and then you went to do for school for mechanic,
Yeah.
was that like your main goal that you wanted to do for the rest of your life, or was that just for that one moment?
I guess you could say for that one moment, because I really thought I wanted to be a mechanic. I still like, wrenching on cars. Um, I still know a lot about it. It's just, it's not what I was looking for when it came to the working environment was not what I expected. So I wanted to move on and see if I can actually kind of do something bigger than what I was already doing when it comes to getting a degree, since no one in my family has a degree. I think I was even just the first one to even have a certificate in my family to be able to wrench on cars. That was the first step as a accomplishment with my family. And then right now, um, with this, it'll be an even bigger accomplishment in getting a 4-year degree under my belt. So being a mechanic still fun, hurts, and it's also one of the other reasons why I wanted to quit was because my wrist started developing something. I don't know what exactly it was, but it felt something similar to carpal tunnel, which is where at least for me, my wrists started to lock up a lot. They would stop moving, so I had to pop it back in place or something when I would wrench. So I was only 21 at that point, and I told myself I technically had to retire because I don't want my wrist to get worse.
So would you say you're happier now, and like with the choices you made, and like where you're going with your career now?
I say so. On body wise, my body's not suffering anymore when it comes to twisting my body in different areas, when it comes to trying to fix a motor or trying to fix something HVAC inside of a car. And my wrists are fine. So mentally, I feel the best mentally when it comes to where I want to be in life, especially these classes that are directly about sport management. I really do enjoy in the process of it because, it's something that I actually care about and want to do. So it's something that I can succeed in. So that's why I have good grades in these classes instead of math class.
And you said how you're coaching at Southside, and so what's your goals with Southside there? And like, what's the end game there as a coach for yourself? And like, what do you see improving from last season to this season, like as yourself as a coach?
I want to say with the coach, it's the team that I built this, especially this second season. I've kind of put myself in a situation where um, I kind of have to start looking at somewhere else to, as now looking as a general manager, I kind of have to look at it as in, okay, most likely next season I'm gonna have to step back because these guys deserve proper training, proper trainers, proper coaches, and everything like that. Because I can only provide so much information to the point where now the second season, I think we only have two guys who have not played college ball ever. But other than that, everybody has played college ball, and mostly everybody who is on this team that has played college ball were all starters, or at least in the first team on their college team. So now we're running into this thing where um, we have a lot of talent, and they want to show it out there and they want to win. I mean, this just last weekend we won 7-0, and now we're I think in third place for the league. But yeah.
My next question would be like, so what's the biggest thing you feel like was that you learned from coaching and being a student at St. Mary's? Like, what's the biggest thing that you feel like you learn about yourself that's gonna help you later on in the future with your career and your goals?
I don't believe I've translated it. I've translated being, a coach straight to a student when it comes to the same exact thing of leading people, necessarily. Just because I really haven't had that role, or at the same time, I don't see myself at that role when I'm at school. I think you already know this, Orlando, but I use a planner. I have an Excel sheet where it has all my work, the dates that is due. My wife helped me with that Excel sheet because she wants me prepared, and at the same time, I use that now on a regular basis so I can get my work turned in as soon as possible. So I'm never pretty too late, and that kind of translates from the coaching side, which is trying to have things ready down, what to expect. Even though we play on Saturdays, I already know what I'm going to do on a Tuesday, what I'm going to do on a Wednesday, what I'm going to do on the Friday, to prepare for the team when it either comes in the general manager side when it comes to preparation for home games or preparations for when we play a team. Like for this week we play Crown Villa, and later today I'll be studying film about them.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being on here. Well, this has been your host, Orlando Perez. Thank you for listening to Under the Bleachers, and we'll catch you next time.